Monkey Chain presents the new collaboration of State of Survival. The work done is by Hado and Ari because they are awesome, and in deepest memory of our great Snow. That is for all the hero skill works they've done. Today we talk about skill upgrade recommendation for Michelangelo. So of course he needs to be level 4, that's literally a no-brainer. My Michelangelo is right now at level 6, but his skill enhancement aren't finished right now. So that's because I want to go for Splinter as well. I have low hopes, but there are hopes. So let's go into the recommendation itself. First of all, of course, you unlock the special skill. The special skill is every 2 rounds deals 40% skill damage against target, and another if he, in that case Michelangelo, is under a damage reduction effect. That is really important to know, so that you use the corresponding heroes and or the corresponding Tempest arms. So again, also here the explanation. The top skill is skill enhancement 1, the one on the left is skill enhancement 2, and the one on the right is skill enhancement 3. Here we have something really important to understand. The top one is pure skill damage improvement. Also, the third one is pure damage output to the main skill. Even what is written here is different. Here it says against unshielded enemies, but in fact it is that it also adds, like the first skill enhancement, another 20, 30, 40% skill damage to main skill. So it really just increased that effect. So the second enhancement is different, and also what is written in game is not fully correct, because literally what it really does is adds another 30, 45, 60% depending on the level skill damage to main skill if he's under a damage reduction effect. So that is really important to understand, because if you have a decent Mia, then you priority 1 is to boost skill enhancement 2, because the skill damage reduction for Mia is super strong, and by this the skill damage is also increasing from 30 up to 60 instead, from 20 up to 40. So that is if you pair Michelangelo, for example, with Mia. Why Mia is perfect? Because of her damage reduction skills. You can also pair him with any other hero in that case, but then you need special Tempest arms for that, because the part of Lan doesn't have any damage reduction. Then we have Evelyn, who also provides damage reduction, but that's not that efficient because it's only every 4th round, and from Mia it is every round. So that is really why Mia is the perfect match for Michelangelo. You can use, of course, also Tempest arms, but also here we have the struggle that the in-game description is not matching with how it really is, and I can show you that on an example. Let me straight fly to my reports and show you what I mean with that. So I've tested it on Evelyn to show the difference. One, we had no Tempest arms, which any skill reduction effect, and on one we had Prideful Stance. And Prideful Stance, you will be confused because the description is different than what it really does. So check it out. We have both times on Evelyn the same result, but here we have only 4,400 and here we have over 5,000. So what we used on Evelyn in the second test, where we had a better result, and we can even show you that here, it's 3,849 kills on her special skill, and here it is lower, here it is just 2,174. So you see from the upgrades I've done, there's literally 80% more damage output. Why? Because I used Prideful Stance, and the fact about Prideful Stance is that the description says different than what it really does. So let me explain you that. So Prideful Stance in-game description says in battle troop damage is increased by 4%. But in fact, it is a reduction. In fact, it is reduce the damage received by the troops of the hero wearing this gear by 2%. So we have a damage reduction effect on Prideful Stance. We have another Tempest arm which also works fine, which is Vigilant Mindset. Vigilant Mindset is also differently than the in-game description, because here it says in battle troop defense is increased by 4%. In fact, it also does this exact same like the Prideful Stance. So Vigilant Mindset and Prideful Stance works perfectly with Michelangelo. That's important. We don't know, there's another one which might have that, and it could be Healing Bastion, but we couldn't test it because none of the team has Healing Bastion. So that is the Tempest arms you can use. You can use it on Evelyn, but the effect won't be as close as on Mia, because Mia, the damage reduction skill, works every round, so the increase on the attack, so it really hits every 2 rounds with that effect. For Evelyn, only every 4 rounds, so it literally half of the outcome that you can get with Mia. That's why the recommendation for damage reduction hero for him is definitely this to be used. So skill enhancement 2 as prior 1, bring it up to level 3, and then you can decide between skill enhancement 1 and 3 because they do literally the same. So here we have no priority, but priority 1, if you use it with Mia, is definitely the left skill, so skill enhancement 2. And if you don't have a decent Mia or any other really good damage reduction hero which provides at minimum every 2 rounds that effect, then go for the skill enhancement 1 and skill enhancement 3. I hope this will help you.